I have a chat? Yeah, I think I have the chat pulled up too. But just on Twitch. Oh, we're live. Hang on, let me see. Let me make sure the audio is working. What are you doing?
Drinking my water out of my Pilsner glass.
Okay, well, so far the stream is black, at least for me. I think also my app might be stupid.
Why is that? I just realized the
Hey,
picture
shut
was...
up. I'm trying to test the audio. Okay, it sounds good to me. So, actually, I should keep this up, but we did. Okay, are you ready to talk about
Yeah,
stuff?
I'm ready to talk.
Okay.
What are we doing today?
Okay,
Who
first
am I?
of all,
where are we?
First of all, I need to address my cohorts in the up download Discord realm space. I woke up at 3 a.m. Hi, Matt. I woke up at 3 a.m. with a fucking fever. You know who fucking replied to me? Nanya. Fucking none of you replied to me. So, in my panic, I'm still here. I am loaded up on ibuprofen, and I hate all of you. So, just want to say that. I hate Sterling, especially because he sent me the stream key, like, after I had gone to bed last night. So, I would like to extend a fuck you to Sterling, especially. I'm gonna need you to stop playing with things on my desk. This is already off to a terrible start.
What do you mean?
Okay. Because you're, like, getting out of the camera because you're...
Yeah, there's not enough space.
Oh my
Your
God.
chair's taking it up.
Oh my God.
I can go over here.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so, because nobody could fucking do this with me today, except for Matt, but also I don't know how to fucking do the fucking thing for two people, I brought Hunter on as my special guest. Hunter, why don't you tell us about you?
Hi, I'm Hunter. I play games.
Great. Thank you so much. Let's get the fuck into it. Sterling told me not to help. He told you not to fucking... He told you not to... Actually, okay, here's the thing. I would like to... I extend my fuck you to everyone but you, Matt, because...
You already said that, I think.
Did I say that?
I think so.
Okay.
I don't know. I just assumed so, because I like Matt.
Matt is the only innocent person in this situation. So... Okay. You're welcome. I only have the Twitch chat pulled up.
What is this?
So it's moisturizer. Put it down. I only have the Twitch chat pulled up. If you're watching on YouTube, I understand because Twitch sucks, but also, like, sorry. So get over it. Okay.
They're not very inclusive here.
Yeah, no. We're gonna, so...
Oh, there's stickers up here now!
Why are you destroying?
This is a nightmare. I'm so sorry.
Keep your hands in the fucking vehicle. Oh my God. Okay. I'm gonna run you through some news articles.
With a sword, yeah.
That I pull. I'm gonna run you through.
I'm trying. Chaos surrounds me.
Okay. I'm gonna run you through some news articles. This is what we do here.
Yep.
I'm gonna run you through the news, except this is not like, fucking NBC bullshit, okay? This is just, I'm in control today, so I don't give a shit what happens so long as you stop messing with everything.
I'm doing my best, alright?
Okay. Anyways, let's talk. Starfield has lost 97% of its Steam players in less than 6 months. Any comments?
My comment is Bethesda must learn how to make a different game.
That's a fair point. I don't know how you feel about this, but personally for me, I am worried for Elder Scrolls 6. You just thought. And here's why. We haven't heard anything about Elder Scrolls 6 since a fucking teaser that just said the Elder Scrolls 6 in like what, 2017, 2018? Whenever that came out. And then Starfield came out. And it got dumpstered. So I don't know, as much as they know they'll make money from regurgitating the same fucking road print test Skyrim over and over and over again.
It only works for so long.
Exactly. Like, and now we've seen with Starfield, like, it's not working anymore. Not when we have games like Baldur's Gate 3. So, I don't know. Thoughts?
Can we scroll?
Yeah, you can scroll.
I'm too busy, so I'm catching up with the news.
Well, what are your initial thoughts?
My initial thoughts, of course, were Bethesda needs to learn to make a new game. However, I will cut them a little slack, because, like, circumstantial, like, the time it came out wasn't great for them. But at the same time, when you have, like, a system in place to where you make a ship, or you design a ship or whatnot, and you don't really do anything, right, with it? Is that what a friend said?
Yeah, that's what Sanchez said. He said you make the fucking ship, but you don't. Like, that's the most fun part. Matt says it's worth pointing out that people stop playing single-player games when they're done with the story. We will address that later.
We'll address that in a little bit, but for the most part, that I do agree with that.
But 97%, that's a lot.
But 97% is, well...
I mean, how long did it take to complete Skyrim? Probably like the same amount as Baldur's Gate. Like,
well, it depends on the level of
depends
on the level of completion. Like if you're a 100% person or.
That's true. 97% sounds high. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I just wanted to put this in here because I really like dunking on Starfield. No offense to the devs, I'm sure you're great, but more just like Bethesda as a company, that's what I'm dunking on. Okay. Tomb Raider devs reveal Lara Croft's... Is it Lara or Lara? I would say Lara.
Laura?
Laura? Is it Laura? I don't know, actually. I've watched, like, playthroughs of, like, the Tomb Raider games, too, so... Like, in depth. Lara? Hang on. We're gonna take an aside. How is Lara Croft pronounced? Pronunciation.
Why is that video 46 seconds?
It's pronounced Lar.
It is pronounced Lara. Lara.
So I was right. I'm a beacon for women everywhere. Okay, so they have revealed Lara Croft's redesign. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Boom. Thoughts?
I have no thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same. Here's my thing.
That's fine.
I like that.
Where are the triangles?
I was about to say, reject modernity, embrace tradition. This is what...
You had it ready?
I was ready for this bit. No, but I was gonna say, I appreciate that they're going back to, like, classic with this, but also... I would like a little bit of spice. And when I mean, and I know it's hard to spice up, like, generic white woman model that you've been rehashing for the last, like, 3 decades or so, but what I would like to see is, I think Lara Croft, I think she should have fucking Chun-Li thunder thighs. She is running through the fucking, wherever she's at.
Fine.
I don't think she should be, I just want to see variation in her body type. Because I think she should be fucking built like Karlach. She should be buff at this point. Like, with all the shit that she's doing.
Fair enough.
I at least want to... I at least think that she should have massive thighs. Like, crack your head like a watermelon open thighs.
Okay.
I feel like I was going to say something else about those.
Not enough triangles?
Not enough triangles. No, I will say, I'm not trying to, like, bash on...
Pretty funny that Polygon reported this.
I'm not trying to bash on Crystal Dynamics too hard. Because, you know, there's nothing wrong with going back to a classic design. But, I don't know. Is it so hard to give Lara Croft thunder thighs? Like, that's all I want. Every time I think of Lara Croft, I think of that one line in Megan Thee Stallion's song where she goes, "I'm running through your man's house like the Tomb Raider." That's what I think of. So I think Lara Croft should be built like Megan Thee Stallion. In fact, I actually think Megan Thee Stallion should just be Lara Croft. Should just be Lara Croft. So that's my opinion on that. Okay, you told me about this one. Who DM'd? Did you DM me on Twitter before?
I think so. Maybe. What was it? What did I do?
I don't know. I'm not opening my DMs.
Yeah, don't open it on live. Maybe not a great idea.
We talked a little bit about the new DBD killer. I meant to watch this before the show, and then I didn't. But you brought this up.
I haven't watched this.
Oh, you haven't either?
No, I just saw people mad.
You just saw people. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, maybe we should watch it.
I have no sound.
Hang on. I won't play it on the stream because I don't want to get what's the word? Not DDoS.
DMCA'd.
DMCA'd, thank you. Yeah, live reaction, Matt. I'm just gonna... No, fuck. I searched Matt on Twitter instead of Dead by Daylight. Yeah, let's just watch it real quick. Why not? Live reaction. Here you go.
Thanks.
And then we'll talk a little bit about why I think Behaviour is fucking based. Oh, don't pause. This looks really good for a trailer. For DVD, I should say.
LOL. Maybe we should play it on the computer. I think it's just a trailer. Anyone can watch that, right? There's no copyright music.
Yeah, but I don't know if there's gonna be music later on. I also don't know if it's gonna pick up the audio from it, so.
If it's desktop audio, it should be fine.
I mean, like, I don't know if I have the store. Well, okay. Anyways. Incomprehensible noises. Oh my god! Oh shit! That actually scared the fuck out of me. Holy shit. Okay, that actually scared the fuck out of me. I was not expecting that.
I was making a funny noise, so I looked away. So I actually didn't even see.
You missed the
Yeah, I missed it.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, so thoughts?
Well, it's actually scary.
I know, that actually scared the shit out of me. Anywho, you told me this. So they came out with this trailer, right? And there was a lot of talk about whether they were pulling from Native American culture to inspire this killer. And let me pull up the replies so y'all can see. So, like, this person tweeted was like, me, an indigenous DBD player, nervously watching the teasers. And, you know, there's certain spirits in their culture that they literally do not speak. So when there's a video game that has like one of the names of those spirits, like they literally
Destiny
cannot see it. Destiny 2, calling out Destiny 2 as always, love it. But Behaviour is pretty base because they replied with this response, and they're saying, we wanted to confirm that nothing regarding indigenous cultures or the names we've seen being discussed have been incorporated into our upcoming killer character and their lore. Which big respect. This is one thing that I think their PR team did right, and something you should address, because I don't know, there isn't another killer, there isn't anyone in DBD that uses like names from indigenous cultures, is there? I don't think so. I might be wrong on that, but I'm not
indigenous,
sure.
Not indigenous to the continental America. No, I don't know about Australia or other.
That's fair.
Other indigenous
like just
cultures.
Other indigenous cultures. Yeah, I don't know, but fuck you, Destiny 2, for just using the names for guns willy-nilly, because, you know, why not? So thank you, Behaviour. You're based. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit of a I don't want to use the
departure.
A departure from games. Thank you, because I didn't want to use the word pivot.
Pivot.
Madame Web has opened. has opened to a stunning 13%.
Wanna go see this movie today?
I actually kind of do want to see this train wreck. Here's the thing. I love Dakota Johnson, and I love Sydney Sweeney, and I'm gonna be, this might be controversial. I can't remember who the third woman is.
Scroll down.
I guess I could scroll down. This is IMDb. Wait, hang on.
Keep going. Keep going. Cast and crew.
Oh. Is it?
I don't know who that is.
I'm not sure who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who that is anyway.
She looks stunning. I'm sure she's wonderful. I'm sure she's wonderful in it. Every review I've seen has said, this is so bad, you have to go see it because it's so bad.
How does that even happen?
It just boggles my mind that we fund all this money into this shit, yet we like can't give SFX artists like enough time to make
Dinner.
Yeah. They can't cook if they're not given enough time to cook. So I don't know. Yeah, I do kind of want to see this. I've heard very interesting things so far. I know it wasn't probably meant to be a comedy movie, but I think this is going to be, I feel like this is going to be one of those films that we look back at in the future and it's a cult classic. Like this is, I feel like this could be a cult classic.
Yeah, kind of like, there's another superhero movie that's like that. That's like so bad. It's a Fantastic Four.
Fanforstic?
Yeah, that's
Fanforstic.
what it is. Yeah.
I had a friend in high school who always wanted to, she would only take me to go see bad movies. And sometimes it was funny, but Fanforstic actually made me want to jump off a bridge. I think this would be fun to watch with a big group of people and laugh about it. Elena won't go with it.
Oh.
That's fair. Sometimes you just have to preserve your own peace. And if she feels like she's gonna lose brain cells watching this, like I understand. She's a vet. She kind of has to stay like.
She has to budget her time. She's too busy.
She's gonna keep those brain cells moist and juiced up. She's gotta keep them wrinkled, dude. I feel like this is gonna make
girl,
it.
your brain's so moist.
Shut up.
I love it.
The fucking tadpole in Baldur's Gate be like. Okay. All right, back to games. Helldivers 2 has now.
Can I be real with you? I've never heard of this.
Okay.
I've never heard of this.
Okay, Helldivers 2 has passed Destiny 2's all-time peak concurrent.
Wait, really?
And rising.
Well, okay.
Now in the top 30 CCU of all time on Steam.
We have
also, hang on, I do want to point out it did also pass Starfield. Because I just want to dunk on Starfield again.
I will say, this isn't you good? Cat sneezing. This isn't entirely fair to Destiny 2. I will say it's fair to Destiny 2 right now. But Destiny 2 used to be on Battle.net through Blizzard.
That's fair. That's
fair.
fair.
And that it was on Battle.net when the game was at its peak.
Yeah, you're right. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's kind of like how Taylor Swift is like re-releasing all of her albums. So like really she has more streams of, you know, clean, but you know, Taylor's version, we're not going to go back and stream the old version.
I just want to let you know I almost hit everything off of that shelf again.
Please don't. Anyways, I actually watched a little bit of this before because I also haven't seen anything from Helldivers 2 yet. I've heard some people talking about it. It actually looks really fun.
You want to try it?
It looks like Destiny but better. Sorry Destiny 2. I'm kind of a Bungie hater now. Not like super Bungie hater, but just like you could call me a Pete Parsons hater. How about that? Or whoever's at the top. You could call me an upper management hater. So anyways, but yeah, it's a co-op shooter. I don't know if it's a looter shooter, but it actually looked really good from the little I saw of it, and I know Sanchez is playing it, so yeah. All right, consoles.
Video.
As if anybody.
He's talking.
Okay, it's muted. As if anybody cares about consoles, because this is a
what?
PC. This is a PC.
That's not very inclusive of you.
Okay. Anyways, the Xbox has I'm gonna sneeze it.
You deserve this.
The
The Xbox.
The Xbox. Thank you. There were some leaks of what the next console is gonna look like. I'm gonna show them to you.
It's a tube.
It's a fucking tube, and I'm gonna be real with you. I don't care.
This is new YouTube.
I don't care about the specs. I don't care about the.
Look, it's $500.
I don't care about the specs.
I do.
I don't care about, whatever else they're doing. I'm of the opinion that this is not an Xbox.
Oh no.
When I think of Xbox, I think of the fucking translucent green original Xbox with a big X over it. I hate this new trend of making I don't want to say just game consoles, but like the trend of minimalism that takes, artistic design out of literally everything.
That is not where I thought you were going with this, but I actually am glad that this is where you went, because I do agree with you, actually.
Thank you. Like, to me, here's the thing. If I don't have a child, but if I had a child and they saw this, they would be like, oh,
Okay.
cool, a new blender. And they would fucking, like...
Just jam their
I
applesauce into the fucking disk
don't-
drive, like, ah!
This, to me, this is not a game console. This could be anything. It looks like a trash can. It looks like it could be a trash can. It looks like it could be a router.
They spelled Brooklyn wrong.
I don't see where you're... Oh, I don't know. That could be a company or
I
something.
don't care. It's wrong.
Anyways, no, or like when I think of, did you ever have a Game Boy as a kid?
Yeah, that's all I had.
Did you have like the?
I had two. I had the Advance, the Game Boy Advance.
Okay.
That was shaped like weird, like that.
Yeah.
If you had one, you know what I'm talking about. I also had the Flippy, the SP or whatever. What does SP stand for?
Super peed. Anyways, I don't know. I
have to slap that E next to this one.
I just hate that. I know they're probably trying to make it like blend in better with other things you have in your home. I don't like that. I want to see a console. Everybody shat. I will say this. Everybody shat on the PS5 design when it came out. But the PS5, everybody joked about it so hard, it actually like kind of stuck. Like it just looks funny, even though it's stupidly large.
At least it's unique. Like you
unique.
Look at it like that's a PS5. LOL. Like we were at that store yesterday, and there was this air conditioner or this little like humidifier that looked exactly like a PS5 because it's just
exactly.
It just looks so interesting.
I know. I
stands for special, Game Boy Special. That's so lame.
I just wish we had. This is why I like PCs, because you can make a PC look exactly how you want, and you're gonna know it's a fucking computer. Like it's cool. Like I want to see the insides of this bitch. Okay.
And what's that? That's a computer. No.
Exactly. Like I don't know. That's my opinion. This is my only take. If you're a console gamer, good for you, I guess.
Yeah, the PS5, I actually really like its design.
Yeah, I think it got a lot of a lot of people clown on it, but literally the Xbox Series, or X, is literally just a fucking square.
It's a square, yeah.
It's a rectangle. So I appreciate that there was at least a little bit of creativity put in with the PS5.
Don't give Sony too much credit. They did kind of ruin Destiny.
I can't give them too much credit, but I do hate this trend that we're seeing. Like, I remember my fucking light pink Nintendo DS. Like, I knew that shit with a DS. But, anyways. Alright. Hunter, we have finally gone into what we actually wanted to talk about. Baldur's Gate.
9.
Baldur's Gate. Patch 6 came out this week. It was super fucking funny because the community collectively hallucinated that it came out on Valentine's Day.
I think they were just trying to manifest it to come out on Valentine's Day.
Here's the thing though. I was confused because usually in the past, these patches have come out on Thursday. And all Larry said on Twitter was, this will come out next week. So I asked you, and I was like, hey, when is the patch coming out? And you said, oh, it's coming out on Wednesday. I was like, oh, it is coming out on Valentine's Day. And you're like, yeah. Then Valentine's, yes, then Valentine's.
I just kind of assumed what I saw on the internet was right.
Then Valentine's Day rolled around, and everyone was freaking out because there was no patch, because the community, there was an article that basically said, like, Baldur's Gate 3 community effectively hallucinates patch coming out today, and it was really funny. But basically, like, Larian had tweeted a joke at somebody else implying that it might have come out on Valentine's Day, but I don't think that was ever the plan, because the patch actually came out very early Friday morning if you're in the US. And I feel like with how early it came out, I almost feel like it was slated to come out. This is pure speculation, by the way. I feel like they were maybe planning for it to come out on Thursday like usual, but maybe they ran into some stuff that made them want to, like, you know, workshop it, and they put it out on the Friday. But regardless, that's why they always say it will be out next week.
You want to know my opinion?
Yeah.
I think they did it on purpose.
Oh, just to clown.
Just to clown people. I really think so, because it came out so early, right? They're like, okay, fine, we'll give it to you now.
No. Anyways, I thought since we're the Baldur's Gate girlies, we could talk about the patch and the patch notes.
Let's scroll back up. Why is Shadowheart's neck so dirty? What's going on there?
It's like the website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shut up. Okay, I have to ask. You've been playing a lot of Divinity lately. Have you logged into Baldur's Gate at all?
I have not, actually.
To test some of this. Okay.
So this is going to be kind of newish for me in a good way.
Well, it's just the patch notes that I have pulled up, and we've already kind of talked about it.
I know.
So, I think... Do you have any thoughts on the kisses from what you've seen on, like, just Twitter and stuff?
Watch out for garlic breath.
Oh my gosh. I really like what they added with the kiss scenes. I think that they obviously know what the players want, which is romance.
I would agree with that, but I would say more character from the characters.
Yeah.
In general.
The people that say, like, oh, Larian just does it because sex sells. It's like, no, I think we're just kind of in a state of media right now where rom-coms don't exist. And when you put a good romance into an action game that could also function as a rom-com, if you headcanon it that way, you're gonna like it more. Because, I mean, that's basically D&D in a nutshell. Please stop messing with
When was the last... No, this is mine now. When was the last rom-com?
I know, right? I want you, like, just name a rom-com. The most recent one I can think of is the one with Sydney Sweeney and I think Glenn Powell. But, like, that's... I can't even remember the name of that.
Who's the other person?
I don't know, but I think he's, like, kind of old for her. I think the casting was kind of weird on that. Anyways. Yeah, I don't know. If you had to name a rom-com right now, what would you say?
Crazy Stupid Love.
Exactly. And that came out, like...
2010, 2012?
Yeah. That movie apparently did pretty well. Imagine that. Yeah, it's because we keep getting, like, gritty entries into TV and movies. We need the return of the mid-budget rom-com. And I think that's why Baldur's Gate 3 has resonated, especially with a female audience. Because you can have your mid-budget rom-com. And not only that, it's your character. Anyways, they also added new animations. The House and Whittling one is pretty cool. I haven't seen the Shadowheart polishing your spear yet, but just nice that they added some, like... You
probably never will either.
Little character things into it. Why? Because it's a romance thing?
No, because it's a, Dark Justice, you're saying.
Oh.
Spoiler.
I thought it was supposed to be both of them.
Mm-mm.
Anyways.
It specified which one.
Let's get down to the actual patch notes. Let me zoom in for this. So that way it looks a little bit better on the screen. Yeah, okay, please put this back because I really don't want it to get dirty. Thank you. They add a lot of quality of life improvements. You can dismiss a recruited companion while speaking to the companion you want to replace them with. New kisses, new cinematics. I finished out one of my older playthroughs last night, and this was kind of the romance scene at the end was very cute. I need to go back and just do like an entirely new playthrough now. Anyways, did you see anything?
So you go back up. It says Spear of Night. The other one's called Spear of the Evening.
I thought it was gonna be I thought it was just gonna be both spears. Was there anything in this patch that particularly like wowed you?
For me, it's always gameplay ones, because that's what I like about Baldur's Gate. Which is good that like we have me and you here, because you like the characters and everything, and I like the systems. So obviously, like the being able to toggle off Repelling Blast correctly now is really nice, because playing Warlock, it was basically like, do I choose to use Eldritch Blast and maybe push them off the edge and not get their stuff, or do I waste one of my 2 spell slots? You know.
I was also gonna say that we were talking about the new hungover condition.
Pretty funny.
I did do it the other day. It's disadvantage on dexterity and charisma checks.
Oh, so it's just the drunk debuff.
Yeah, so...
But for 10 turns instead of, what, 3?
Yes. But... Anyways, I think you should go back and, like... You need to finish your honor mode before it gets any harder. Because they keep making, like... They keep adding, like, all these tweaks to make so many enemies just, like, tougher. So... Anyways, I thought this would be a good segue to kind of talk about how... I kind of want to write an article on this about how Baldur's Gate has effectively become a live service game. And that's solely because of how good all of their patches are. And they're not just patches to fix bugs. They're patches that actually introduce new content. Mm-hmm. And every time one of these patches has come out, I've just been like, oh, I need to go back and play a new playthrough now, because they added more content and I have to see what it's like. But it's not like you can just pick up the game and start in the middle of the game. Like, you should really start from the beginning of the game. And I think that's just like a tribute to how well-rounded they made this game, and with all of the possibilities they could add and everything that they've continued to add, it really does kind of feel like a live service game to me.
Yeah, I think it will feel that way definitely until they decide to go all in on like the next one.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I agree.
I was thinking about this the other day, because the original Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, it more or less follows like the same, it's like more or less one big overarching storyline, and you still have like characters from Baldur's Gate 1 that made into Baldur's Gate 2, and even now here, like, we have, you can recruit Minsk and Jaheira, who were from the original games, even though that's it. I feel like it's...
Well, Viconia too. But...
Oh, and Viconia's in there. There's references to other characters in the game. The game's been out for 6 months. If you haven't played it yet, fuck you. Buy it.
That's a bit aggressive.
Yeah, I know. Well, do you know me? Like, yeah. I was gonna say... I can't remember what I was gonna say now. Thank you so much. Okay, no, I remember now. Yeah, dude, you need to play this fucking game. Game of the year. I really kind of wonder, what if they follow this kind of path for all the Baldur's Gate games to come, where they release 2 games, and those 2 games are kind of one big overarching like storyline, and each game kind of has like a pair, because I think that would be really cool, because you have Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, which are like the Gorion's Ward entries, and now we have Baldur's Gate 3, which has come out after all this time, and clearly after the success of Baldur's Gate 3, we're gonna keep getting Baldur's Gates. And the nice thing about it being in D&D is that we can have like this whole universe. So I can't help but wonder if maybe Baldur's Gate 4 is going to be an extension of the Baldur's Gate 3 storyline, but then at the end of Baldur's Gate 4, we see a total close to this saga, and, you know, Baldur's Gate 5, I'm looking very far out now, we see new characters. Maybe a couple of them return, but I think a lot of people do really want to see, and they kind of set up for it too at the end of this game, a true ending to Baldur's Gate 3, because Baldur's Gate 3 had a solid ending, but there were a lot of things that were kind of left open-ended.
The characters were left open-ended.
Yes.
I would say the story of Baldur's Gate 3, and this is my literal one complaint with like the game, is like the main story is a little generic, but the characters are what make the game, right?
Yeah.
Which is why I do think if they do like a fourth game, the story will be based around the characters. The characters. Ran out of air. Huh. So like, but you know, games have a main story. So it's like, which character do you make your main story around?
I think a lot of...
I have my personal answer, but...
I think realistically it should be based around Karlach and Will, since theirs were the storylines that were kind of... I don't want to say haphazardly thrown together, but Will, for those of you that don't know, Will's content was basically rewritten entirely before the full release. And Karlach was actually a late addition to the original characters that they had planned. So I've seen a lot of people wanting more, just more from their stories. And I think realistically, like, those two would be excellent, like, leads to, you know, Baldur's Gate 4. Because when you think of Baldur's Gate 3 right now, who do you think of as, like, the lead origin characters?
It depends. It depends on how much story, like, if you could look at it two ways. How much story they get versus how closely their story is entwined into the Elder Brain story. Because that really is kind of the thing. Like, if you have a character... Because there are a few characters... There's two. Yeah, there's three. Three characters that you can take out, and it doesn't really change the Elder Brain narrative. Astarion, Shadowheart, and Karlach, for the most part. But Will's dad is Ravengard. Huge, like, piece of the puzzle to the bad guys. Gale has the ability to finish it all.
Yeah.
Who's the last one? Lae'zel is a Githyanki, so duh.
See, when at the end of my first playthrough, when I actually think of, like, the character in Baldur's Gate 3, I think of Lae'zel. Because
that's what I would say too.
She's like the unique character. She's a Githyanki. You know, no other game has, like,
which is why I said her story.
I feel like no other game really has, you know, the lore behind the Githyanki like they do here. I think Lae'zel is really, like, the standout for me.
And that's kind of why I think if they did a fourth game, it would revolve around her, and if they did Will and Karlach, it would be DLC for this game.
See, I don't know. I really feel like Baldur's Gate 4 is gonna be, because now in the Baldur's Gate entries, we've seen, like, Baldur's Gate, we've seen Candlekeep, we've seen Am, you know, we've seen more of, like, Faerun. I think we're gonna get this is purely speculation, by the way. I think we're gonna go into the Hells. We're gonna help Karlach and Will. I think we're gonna go into the Astral Plane. I think we're gonna help Lae'zel. I think we're gonna do all this fucking crazy shit. I just want to see more. I just want to see more of the characters. But, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to...
I think it goes either way. Like, it's one of those two ways. I don't really think the others have much place to go.
Anyway, speculation aside, you just need to play the new patch.
Yeah.
And you need to finish your honor mode.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Do you have any other thoughts on...
No.
I really didn't think there was a lot of news this week. Usually I can find, like, a decent amount, but I don't know. I felt like today was this week was pretty tame in the grand scheme of things. So, cool. Well, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Follow us, I guess. Yeah.